Hello everyone, my name is Gothic Cowplants and welcome back to Pleasantview. Today we are going to be playing the Pleasant family who live here at 215 Sim Lane in the nicer part of town, and discovering the ugly secrets that they're hiding behind their perfect image. Their household bio reads, "On the surface, Daniel and Mary Sue Pleasant seem to have the perfect life, but is their love a flimsy facade? And can Angela and Lilith make the right choices when it comes to love?" That's what we'll be finding out today, but before we load into the lot, please leave a like if you enjoy this video and consider subscribing for more content like this. Now without further ado, let's jump into the gameplay. Okay, so I went ahead and took care of their college degrees and secondary aspirations and all of that off camera, so we could go ahead and get to know the family a bit before we play them. We'll start with Daniel here, who is a romance sim who is struggling to commit to the lifestyle he signed up for when he married his wife. You can see here that he does have one want related to her. He wants to kiss Mary Sue, but the one thing that he wants most of all, other than having three loves at once, he wants to woohoo with Kaylynn Langerak, who is the maid that he is having an affair with. We met her in the first part when we played Don Lothario, and she is with Daniel too. Daniel is a Virgo who is pretty neat, pretty shy, a little bit active, more serious, and pretty nice. His sim bio reads, "Since his father Jeff died without achieving his dream of going to Mars, Daniel has felt an overwhelming guilt." He is interested in politics, money, health, sports, and travel. He doesn't have his hobby chosen yet, but I did make it sports. His turn-ons and turn-offs don't matter because those are randomized anyway. He is an assistant coach, level 8 in the athletic career, so he makes quite a bit of money, and he has some pretty high skills as well. And his lifetime want is to become Hall of Famer. If you look at his relationships here, you can see that he and Mary Sue are not even in love anymore. Their relationship is very much on the rocks, but he is absolutely in love with Kaylynn Langerak. And he and Lilith do not get along well. He doesn't get along too well with Angela, but they don't have a negative relationship like he does with Lilith. I gave him the secondary aspiration of fortune, and I gave him the whole romance tree. And I also gave him a college degree, so he has his 6 want slots. Alright, I believe that is all we need to cover with Daniel. So now, moving on to Mary Sue over here. She is a fortune sim who has very much been neglecting her relationship and her family so that she can climb the ranks of the political career. Unfortunately, that hasn't gotten her very far, as she is only an intern level 2. She wants very badly to get promoted and earn money, but she's just been struggling to get her foot in the door. She has a pretty low charisma skill and logic skill, so that probably explains it, but her lifetime want is to become mayor, and I gave her the secondary aspiration of popularity as well as the whole fortune tree, so hopefully she should have an easier time leveling up in the career from now on. You can see her relationships. As I said, she and Daniel aren't doing too hot. She has a negative relationship with Lilith as well, and she and Angela aren't particularly close either. She is best friends with Cassandra Goth, and she knows her parents, Herb and Coral Oldie. And she knows her sister-in-law and brother-in-law, John and Jennifer, and their little girl, Lucy. And she knows Kaylynn. They're not friends or anything, but they're not enemies yet. let's see. I made Mary Sue's hobby arts because if you look at her personality, she is a Gemini. She's halfway between sloppy and neat. She's very outgoing, pretty active, a little more serious, and pretty grouchy. But her sim bio reads, active and friendly, Mary Sue believes people are inherently good. She enjoys pottery, or used to when she had the time. She is interested in politics, obviously, money, food, culture, paranormal, and kind of travel. Like I said, I gave her the hobby of arts and crafts. Her turn on right now is unemployed and charismatic, which, I mean, we're going to change those anyway, but that's funny. Her fears, we can see here that she has a fear to catch Daniel cheating, and she has a fear of getting fired as well. But I think it's interesting that she has a fear of catching Daniel cheating, because, you know, even though Mary Sue is not really home a lot, she doesn't spend a whole lot of time with her husband or her family, she still has a feeling that something's up with Daniel. Alright, but moving on to the girls now. We have Angela, who we met in the Broke Family episode. She is a popularity sim, and she is more of the good twin compared to her sister Lilith. Angela is an Aquarius. She's a little more sloppy, very shy, very active, pretty playful, and not grouchy or nice. Her bio reads, Angela is patient and dutiful. She dreams of being a fishing boat captain. She is interested in entertainment, culture, environment, fashion, and animals. I made her hobby nature. None of that matters right now. And she's doing okay in school. She has a B. And if you look here, you can see that she is enemies with Lilith, because when the girls were growing up, Daniel and Mary Sue paid a lot more attention to Angela than they did Lilith. They made sure that Angela had all of her toddler skills and had her homework done, and they didn't do the same for Lilith. And so now Lilith kind of resents Angela for it, and the two girls are constantly at each other's throat. They're constantly arguing. They hate each other. They're enemies, but Daniel and Mary Sue are so caught up with their own drama and their own jobs that they can't seem to be bothered to keep the girls away from each other. But obviously she's dating Dustin, we know that. And she knows her cousin Lucy, and she knows Dirk, as well as her grandparents and aunt and uncle. And I haven't chosen her lifetime want yet, or her secondary aspiration. We'll do that when they get a little bit older. But did I mention I made her hobby nature? I don't know if I said that or not, but I made her hobby nature. I think that's all we need to do with Angela. Okay, so this is Lilith. She is a popularity sim, just like her sister. But as you can see, her aspiration is in the red. She is a maladjusted misfit right now. She has a couple of wants. She wants to throw a great party and go to college. I've locked in the want for her to reach charisma level 1 because that's pretty easy to fulfill. But if you look at her grades in school, you can see she has a D-. She is doing horribly in school. She's almost failing. And she just can't really seem to be bothered to change that. She is an Aquarius like her sister, but she is a lot more sloppy. She's very shy, very active, neither serious or playful, and she's very grouchy. Lilith's bio says, Lilith had it harder than her twin sister, so she says, which, you know, just isn't fair. She is interested in crime, food, health, culture, paranormal, toys, and sci-fi. We can't see her hobby yet, but I made her hobby music and dance. It's normally sports, which I find really weird for Lilith. I just don't think that's what she would be into, so I changed it. She does not get along well with either of her parents. She is enemies with her sister, and the only person that she really does have in her life is Dirk Dreamer, her boyfriend, who we met last part. And of course she knows her grandparents and her aunt and uncle and cousin and all of that. But yeah, I haven't given her her secondary aspiration or her lifetime want, like I mentioned with Angela. I just think they're too young. We'll do that probably when they get out of college. But I think that is all we need to cover for right now. So with all of that being said, let's go ahead and get into the gameplay. So as soon as we press play, we get a pop-up over here that says, "Who says good help is hard to find?" Daniel has his eye on the maid and wants a little romance, but will his decision threaten family unity? So that is referencing him having an affair with Kaylynn Langerak, obviously. But you can see here that he has this bubble above his head that's basically saying that he feels neglected. So he's going to come over here to Mary Sue, and he wants to kiss her anyway, so I'm going to have him come over here and give her a kiss. And these two are probably going to go beat each other up. Yeah, look at her. She's cracking her knuckles. Lilith is gagging over her parents being affectionate in here. Alright, and they just got a crush back on each other. Which is good. That's probably more interaction than that they've had in a long time. She wants to tickle Daniel, which I guess, I mean, that's weird, but we can have her do that. These two are over here, already starting, slapping each other silly. I'm going to try and keep them away from each other. Lilith wants to come gain the charisma skill, so we'll just have her focus on that. And then Lilith, or Angela, sorry, I'm probably going to be doing that a lot. She wants to reach charisma level 1 as well. And get a job in the athletic career, which is kind of weird. I don't know if I want her to do that. But I'm going to have them try to get their skills up a little bit. Mary Sue and Daniel are in here sucking face. Which is a little bit... It's a little bit inappropriate. You see your teenage daughter getting slapped in the face by your other teenage daughter over here, and you're just busy with your husband, but whatever. She wants to talk to Angela and Lilith and make a friend, but we're not going to do all that right now. Just talk to your husband. Who knows the last time you talked to him? They're talking about toddlers learning to walk. Okay, so it is 8 o'clock, and the school bus and Mary Sue's carpool just arrived. So we're going to have them stop what they're doing and get to school and work. And Daniel has the day off today, so we're going to stay here with him and see what happens. Maybe have an affair, who knows? Alright, and Daniel wants to gain a mechanical skill point and gain a charisma skill point. We still have a little while until Kaylynn gets here, so he can practice some romance in the mirror. That's fitting for him. Maybe get his charisma skill up a little bit. He fears falling out of love with Mary Sue. Which is ironic, considering he's been cheating on her for God knows how long. Alright, the newspaper. Whenever you play them for the first time, this newspaper guy always comes and, like, stands in the doorway weirdly, and then he just says bye, and he leaves. It didn't happen that time, but I swear to God, that's happened to me like every time I've played this family. But Mary Sue should be, or not Mary Sue, Kaylynn should be arriving soon. Here she is in her beautiful, beautiful maid van with her little outfit. And there's like nothing to clean up here. So she should ask pretty much immediately when she comes in. Oh, we have bills now too, whatever. Now that I'm done with work, would you like to hang out? And we're going to say yes, obviously, because nobody's here. And we're going to have Daniel come over here and greet her. We have a limited amount of time to make this work, but we're gonna get it over with. So we're gonna go ahead and have them get to bed. She's punching the air right now. I don't know what that's about. She's pretending it's Mary Sue standing there. Alright, and they can just cuddle for a little bit until we get the pop-up for Mary Sue. And I hope I choose the right choice and don't get her fired, because I don't know. I don't know which choice it is that gets her fired. But they're just gonna make out for a little bit. Okay, here we go. The controller has a stack of paperwork on his desk that Mary Sue has been asked to read through and assign priority levels to the tasks. About halfway through the stack, she finds some speeches that the controller has been asked to edit. Mary Sue has an okay eye for syntax, and she knows how busy the controller is, so she could try editing them herself or scan the speeches into her word processor and run the grammar check on them. I think edit is the right choice. Okay, yeah. Mary Sue carefully reads through the speeches and finds a few typos as well as some really awkward syntax. She dutifully marks the errors and suggests the proper changes before returning the speeches to a relatively uncluttered section of the controller's desk, along with a sticky note that says done. The entire process has taken her almost 2 hours, and when the controller returns, Mary Sue's barely started on prioritizing the stack of paperwork. The controller chastises her and makes it clear that he needs an intern that will do what she's told first and then spend whatever free time she has being industrious. Mary Sue is sent back to work on the campaign phones. So she just got demoted, and she'll be coming home now. So we're going to go ahead and have Daniel and Kaylynn, woohoo. Hopefully we make it in time, which we should. You can hear the horn in the back. Their bedroom is just god-awful, too. It looks like Christmas in here. And the bed underneath this huge window with no curtains, too. Mary Sue wants to bring Jan. No, she can't come home today. It's just not a good time. Okay, and Mary Sue has been demoted, and she just caught her husband cheating on her. So she's gonna run inside and slap him. A lot of the times, she'll go into aspiration failure, which I'm kind of glad that she didn't, because then Daniel just like walks around and like gets stuff from the fridge. It's just like really inappropriate, and she's having a breakdown on the floor. But she's gonna come over here, and you know what? We're gonna slap Kaylynn too. Kaylynn, you're involved in this too. And then we're gonna tell her to leave. Daniel's waving at her. He's like, "Hey, welcome home." She keeps her like little headband on. Shoo. Get out of my house. And Daniel's gonna come in here. Daniel's gonna come in here and watch a family fun movie. Okay, and Cassandra is here now. So I think this would be a good time for Daniel. You know what? Go put some clothes on first. Stop walking around the house in your underwear. And then you can come out here and prepare some lunch meat sandwiches. Go make some bologna sandwiches to suck up to your wife who you just cheated on. And we're going to come outside and greet our best friend, Cassandra Goff. This music's really good, though. Okay, Cassandra. Really strange. Okay, they love tickling each other in this game. We can introduce her to Daniel. I guess somehow she hasn't met Daniel yet. We're gonna badmouth. Let's see. We're bad-mouthing Daniel. She's like, hey, my husband just cheated on me. Cassandra doesn't like whatever she's talking about. Okay, now she's into it. Alright, Lilith is doing slightly better at school, but still has horrible grades, and Angela is doing extremely well in school. Just gonna drop her off right here, directly in front of the trash can. Alright, Dustin's coming home today, too. Okay, Angela, we all see you. Congratulations, okay. Lilith wants to bring Renee Johnson home from school. Is that okay? You know what? Yeah, you can bring Renee Johnson home. Sure, what the hell? Renee? Where's Renee? Oh, here she is. I don't know who this is. I guess this is just like a randomly generated townie. I don't think I've ever heard of her. Whatever. I guess we'll go try to make friends with her. But in the meantime, let's see. We'll have Dustin come up into her room. He's gonna sit down here and watch TV. No, come up here. This kid's just gonna come inside and eat the bologna sandwiches. He's bragging to this teenager about how he's gotten promoted so many times. Love her little vest. That's fun. I don't know who this girl is. She's really pretty, though. So maybe we'll bring her into Pleasantview more often. What are you doing? Oh, she's gonna come talk to a friend. Yeah, be friends with Renee. You can be friends with Renee. Alright, and Daniel's just gonna have a conversation with Mary Sue like nothing even happened. And now he wants to woohoo with 3 different Sims, make out with 3 different Sims, and have 3 loves at once. So he is just not really fazed at all by what he did today. Mary Sue really isn't that angry about it. Well, she's angry about it, but I mean, her aspiration isn't super low because of it. She's pissed at Daniel, though. She, like, hates him now. And Kaylynn, obviously, too. Alright. But Dustin and Angela are up here. We're going to have them spend a little bit of time together. Get off of this damn computer. No, Dustin, come here. Oh my god. They get stuck in this weird angular hallway so much. It's so annoying. This house, we're definitely gonna have to redo this one as well. Come into the room. Renee Johnson, I just want to know, like, where you came from. Alright, you know what? Dustin, if you don't want to stay upstairs like I told you to, we're gonna make you selectable and you're gonna come upstairs. On your own accord. Get up here. just should not be that hard. Alright, they're gonna... Let's see. Have a pillow fight or something. I don't know. What are you... They're teenagers. They can't do anything. Alright, they're just gonna smack each other silly with pillows like her parents aren't on the brink of divorce downstairs. Hopefully that'll raise her fun a little bit. What the hell are you doing? We have so many people in this house. Alright. She's friends with Renee now. Which I actually am curious. She's a family sim. Okay. That's weird. Oh, she doesn't like Daniel. She barely knows him and she already has gotten a weird vibe for him. That's fitting, honestly. This outfit, though, if we're going to be friends with this girl, this is going to have to change because I mean, what the hell is this? It's just so bad. Oh, she is into nature. Or she has a lot of hobbies. She's an Aquarius. That's fun. Good for you. Okay, so I gave this girl that Lilith brought home a little bit of a makeover. And she's actually, like, super, super pretty. I think that I might need to, like, keep her and have some sim date her. I don't know who, though. She is a family sim. Let's see. Ask about interests. What are you interested in? Do we have any of the same interests? Let's see. Lil's probably gonna scream at her about something. She's gonna be like, no, I don't like that. This music just could not possibly be any louder if it tried. Love it, though. Alright, I don't know. Just hang out. I don't know what to tell you. Mary Sue's in here, reading the newspaper. Daniel's having a sandwich. She wants to poke her dad. You probably should. He deserves it. Go play rock, paper, scissors with your friend. I don't know what to tell you. You want to play rock, paper, scissors randomly for fun? Oh. Let's see. I don't know why I'm clicking on hug and flirt. Let's see. Gossip a little bit. Chat. She's like, you know my dad? Yeah, he's horrible. He's the worst. He's a cheater. He's a dog. Oh, we lost 26 simoleons on the stock market today. Mary Sue, you're really just losing today, aren't you? Alright, Cassandra's just sitting here watching the football game on TV, so I think we're gonna go ahead and... we can cuddle her. Can we say goodbye? Say goodbye to... everyone can go. Yeah. Everyone can go ahead and go home. Dustin, you can go home too. You can play SSX 3. Daniel's gonna come in here. Who the hell are you? There's so many people here. Daniel's coming over here and turning this stereo on and dancing. Turn that off. And you need to come in here and apologize to your wife for cheating on her. I'm sure she'll appreciate it. Lilith is going to come over here and poke people. Let's see. I want to buy Lilith a guitar because I want her to get into music. I don't know if I want to wait till I redo their house to do that. I mean, there's like nothing else for her to do is the only thing. But they're so expensive. That's like all of our money. Like we'd have $98 left. I have this custom content one that's really cute. But this like never works for me. And there's like a mesh you have to download to get it to work, which I downloaded the mesh, but it just like never started working. So I don't know what to do about that. Let's see. You can come turn on the radio and dance. I don't know. Switch. Turn on metal. Don't scream at me. Daniel's in here apologizing to Mary Sue. You know what we're gonna do? Let's see. Smooth talk. And this will make it all better immediately. There you go, Daniel. All your indiscretions are forgiven. Just like that. I guess we'll just say that it should, yeah, it automatically like heals their relationship, which is a little bit unrealistic, but you know, whatever. We'll just say that she kind of blames herself a little bit too, even though it's like not her fault. She realizes that she has been working a ton and kind of like neglecting her marriage. Not that that's an excuse for Daniel to do what he did. Personally, I think Mary Sue should leave him, but I do think she'd probably give him another chance. But they will probably end up getting divorced eventually, so look forward to that. For right now, I don't know what I want to do. I'm going to give them a little bit of a makeover, not anything severe. I just want to change this haircut that Daniel has, because he's got like the same haircut as Mortimer Goth. And Mary Sue's makeup is a little wonky, but yeah. Okay, so I just gave Daniel and Mary Sue a little bit of a makeover, and now that that's done, I was looking around and I kind of realized that there's not much else to be done for this scripted event, so I think I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, please leave a like and consider subscribing to my channel for more content like this. And this was the last of the scripted events that we had to play. Next time we will be playing either the oldies or the burbs. I'm not sure who I'm going to do first, but we'll be playing one of them, so that'll be exciting and decidedly less dramatic than this episode. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye, everybody.